comments right now, if you're watching on GoToWebinar, can you let me know if you can see me clearly and if you can hear me clearly in the comments on GoToWebinar. I also have Facebook Live. What's up, Facebook? You know that I love dual live streaming. Pretty soon we're going to be live streaming all over the place. So right now, real quick, to get this party started, I'm going to talk about the Matching Millions affiliate compensation plan for my August launch. My August launch is going to be the Internet Marketing College, and every Sunday I'm going to spend time with you guys teaching you everything about it. So in the comments right now on GoToWebinar, let me know, where are you in the world and what time is it there? I want to know, like I see people from New York, right? What time is it there? Where are you in the world and what time is it? I would love to be able to see that. We got people coming in from Montana, New York City, Hawaii, Australia, Vietnam, San Diego, Portland, Edmonton, Alberta, Maryland, Chicago, Oregon, Boston, Reno, Florida. Wow, this is crazy. Singapore. If you guys are international, let me know if you're international. Melbourne, Australia. If you're watching on Facebook Live right now, feel free to chime in too. I would love to get to know you guys a little bit better. I want to get to know you. I'm excited. I am literally fired up about today's topic, because today's topic is all about how you can make money, how you can make money. Now, as many of you know, I have a very exciting launch coming up in August 2016. In August 2016, you will see the big reveal, the big announcement, the big launch for my new Internet Marketing College. Now, keep in mind, it will not be called the Internet Marketing College. That is a temporary working name that I have. Internet Marketing College will not be the name. We will not be using words like college or university or anything like that. We don't want to go through all this regulatory stuff. I've got a new name, but I'm not going to reveal it until then, right? So it's very, very exciting. We also have the opportunity right now. We actually have people already joining us in preparation for that August launch. I have something called my 7-Figure Traffic Academy. This is my mastermind with my tightest, closest students. And our 7-Figure Traffic Academy is going to be grandfathered into the Internet Marketing College when we launch. So if anybody right now, if you're watching today's webinar and you have any excitement at all, if you have anything in you that says, I absolutely have to be part of this opportunity, then simply contact me and let me know you would like to be part of this early, because we're looking for leaders to be able to help us prepare for this launch. Our goal, we would like to do $10 million in sales before we even ever hold our first college. We would like to do $10 million in sales, which means that we're going to be paying out millions of dollars in commissions, millions of dollars in commissions to you, right? And how big of a pie? Millions of dollars going to go into a pie. How big of a slice of pie would you like? How big would you like your check to be, right? That's the opportunity. It is going to be huge. So as I go through this, if you have any desire to be able to be part of our super pre-launch way before August and be able to run with this thing, it's going to be awesome. So that's exciting. I see Chris Moore jumped on, member of FAM. What's up? Always FAM. Chris Moore is a member of my 7-Figure Traffic Academy. If anybody else here is already a member of my 7-Figure Traffic Academy or of the FAM, if anybody here is already a member, let me know in the comments. I'd love to give you a shout out. We are going to crush this, okay? So what I want to do is I want to tell a little bit of the story of why we're launching this, but then I really want to get into the Matching Millions compensation plan. I just want to mostly talk about money today. I want to talk about how the money can be made and how much money you can make. And I want to give you a strategic plan to be able to actually walk away with a $100,000 bonus check. I'll even show you a pathway to be able to create $1 million in income. And is everybody going to create it? Oh, of course not. Some will, some won't. It's all going to be different. Some people are going to make no money at all. Some people are going to make just a little bit of money. Some of you are going to make a lot of money. I have no way to predict who's who, but here's what I can do. I can create the opportunity that lets you decide which group you want to be part of. The no money club, the little money club, or the big money club, right? In August 2016, this officially launches. So we're going to talk all about this. And then notice I have 2 really big reveals to stay tuned for. So if you're on live, you're going to get to see big reveal number 1 and big reveal number 2 as part of our bonus program, and we're going to talk about this. It is going to be exciting, you guys. It is going to be exciting. So it's going to be fun. I see a question right here. Mandy's asking, how will I be able to compete with all of these big hitters? Mandy, here's the best part. It is not an affiliate contest. It is not the first person to achieve money is the one who wins here. This is not a big affiliate contest. I'm sure we'll have some contests, but listen, this is something where the average person can win. If you want to be able to earn a $100,000 commission bonus, if you want to be able to earn a $100,000 check with your name on it, it's something anybody can earn. You can take your time, you can do it over the course of a year or even 2 years or however long, or you can do it in a month. So it doesn't matter if there's other people out there that are bigger affiliates than you, that are faster than you, and stuff like that. It is very, very, very exciting. I see one member saying on GoToWebinar, I've got one member, Pamela, is saying that there is no sound. Before I go any further, can you guys on GoToWebinar, if you can hear me, say I can hear you. If you're on GoToWebinar and you can hear me, let me know. Otherwise, I'll mess with that. Okay, Pamela, everybody can hear me, so it sounds like you got to just log in, log out. Okay, you guys ready? If you're on Facebook Live, can you do me a quick favor? Okay, can you do me a quick favor? Can you share this? If you're on Facebook Live, can you go ahead and share this? Let's ramp this up. Let's get a lot of people on here. If you could do me a favor, I'd love to give you a shout out. If you can share this on Facebook Live, I would appreciate that. Just go ahead and hit the share button right now. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Show some love because we're spending our Sunday evening together. If you're in the United States, if you're somewhere else in the country, it might even be Monday, or somewhere in the world, it might even be Monday right now. Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's get, thanks Brian for sharing, I appreciate that. Thanks Juan for sharing. Hey, if you guys just shared this, can you guys let me know on Facebook Live if you shared this, okay? And if you're on GoToWebinar, you could always also jump on facebook.com/Chris Record, and you'll be able to share this as well. Let's get a lot of people on here. I think this could be fun. So let me take you back, before we dive into this, let me take you back in history. I'll do a short version of how I got here and why I'm so fired up about this. The short version goes a little something like this. You know, I've had a lot of success over the past several years, but it wasn't always that way, okay? Growing up, I was actually a school dropout. I didn't even graduate high school. I never even made it through high school. So growing up, I didn't find a fit in the world for traditional jobs. I didn't feel like I was employable. I didn't have the skills. School wasn't for me. But I was ambitious. I was coachable. I wanted to make money. I wanted to be successful. I didn't know what it was called, but it was called being an entrepreneur. So I don't know if anybody can relate, but the traditional school system, it didn't teach the things that I was looking to learn. And I didn't want to learn irrelevant things. I just wanted to learn what was going to help me and help my family. My mom was on welfare. She was living in Section 8 housing. She was living on food stamps. I just wanted to know that I could make enough money to be able to take care of my mom, to be able to make sure that she could get by because the system wasn't working for her. And so I went out on this journey through entrepreneurship. Now, when I started, it was me online every single day studying as much as I could. There wasn't really YouTube at that time. There wasn't all these courses at that time. It was me just basically trial and error, learning as much as I could, possibly, about how to make money online. So I don't know how many of you are just like me. You went to the internet one day. For me, it was Alta Vista. I went to a search engine. By the way, if you guys can remember Alta Vista, let me know in the comments. I think that'd be funny. How many remember Alta Vista and Lycos and Ask Jeeves and Web Crawler, right? I went to Alta Vista and I typed in how to make money online. And I just started down this journey of trying to figure out things like search engine optimization and things like website design. And then Google came around and I started trying to figure out, how to be able to rank sites in Google. And it was this journey. I went on this journey to try to figure out how to make money online. And it was difficult. And it was frustrating. And while all my friends were out partying at night, I was staying on my computer at night trying to figure this out. And while all my friends were out there dating and doing all the fun stuff, right, I was sitting there trying to figure out how I could become above average and figure out a way to truly be able to create wealth, even though I was a high school dropout. So to me, I was on a mission. Now, fast forward several years, I finally started having a little taste of success. I had learned about designing websites. I had learned about blogging. I had learned about Google, and I was starting to get traffic. One day, something called Google AdSense came about. And when Google AdSense, it was a program where you could put Google ads on your site, and when people clicked on them, you got paid a commission. Now, that person didn't even have to buy something. This was called CPA, cost per action. I was getting paid just for the click. And if the ad was on something really important, like a lawyer was placing the ad for legal services or something like that, like a car accident attorney or DUI attorney, I would get paid like $1 per click, okay? So there were some words that paid a lot. So what happened was, I started learning about designing websites, I started learning about ranking in Google, I started getting traffic, and then people started clicking on these Google ads. And what happened was I went from this broke, struggling entrepreneur to literally inside of just a few months, the light switch turned on and I started making $3,000 per month, and then $7,000 per month, and then $10,000 per month, and then as much as $20,000 in a single month, checks from Google, okay? This was mind-blowing. Then I started sending traffic to Amazon. So I made $100,000 with Google AdSense, and I made another $100,000 in commissions with Amazon as an affiliate selling their products. So, bam, I learned. But guess what? That took me like over 5 years of paying the price and sacrificing the time and disciplining myself, being consistent every single day leading up to that breakthrough. I was not an overnight success. Those 3 months felt like a light switch was flipped on, and then I started having massive success. But I had to teach myself. I had to learn when there wasn't much learning available. So naturally, the very first thing that happened was all of my friends wanted to learn how I was making money. And so literally, I got all my friends around a table and I started trying to teach them exactly how I was making money, because I wanted all of us to create wealth together, right? Right now in the comments, how many people are just like me where when you started, if you were to start making money, let's say you were to make $100,000 this year, and some of your close friends asked you how you did it, let me know in the comments how many are just like me. You would want to take the time to be able to help your friends make money so you could all be wealthy together, so you could all travel together, so you could all do things together, right? That's how I was. So I started teaching them, okay? But it was difficult. Not everybody was having success because not everybody was as driven as me. Not everybody paid the price as me. So what happened was one thing led to another, and there was a real estate boom in all over the United States. There was a real estate boom. What I did was I got out of the internet marketing industry because Google kept changing. I got out of the industry and I got into real estate. I started off as a loan officer, started doing loan originations, and unfortunately, the real estate market, being a loan officer was tough. And I'm here to tell you that even though I made over 6 figures, the very next year, I had run out of money, and I had borrowed a little bit of money from a friend, and then borrowed a little bit of money from family, and I ran through that. I put everything on the line that real estate was going to be my next move, and it didn't work out. Traditional, being a loan officer and working with real estate agents, it didn't work out for me. This was 2005. And I'm here to tell you that even though I went up and made 6 figures, instantly it came crashing down. I found myself at a point in my life where I had a negative bank account by $200. I had a 485 credit score. I literally was depressed, okay? Then on top of that, we were facing eviction in an apartment. Me and my girlfriend were facing eviction in an apartment. This was crazy, right? Now, to make things worse, that week, we got rear-ended in a construction zone in a crazy little situation. We merged together, got rear-ended by a flatbed tow truck that was carrying 2 cars on it. That car, it collapsed our car, and I've got whiplash. So if you ever see me doing this, like kind of like wiggling my shoulders or neck or adjusting, I've had that for the last decade. I've had that literally for 10 years, and I've gone and sought chiropractic treatment and stuff. It's been crazy. I still have a little bit left. That happened. So here I was, and even though I made 6 figures just the year before, I had just lost it all, and I was hitting rock bottom, and I was ready to give up on entrepreneurship. That brought me this brought me to the point. You know, sometimes we don't realize that sometimes in the midst of our worst problems in our life, when our back is against the wall, in the midst of our worst problems, sometimes those biggest problems are actually a blessing in disguise. And that's exactly what happened. I felt like I just received the biggest blessing in the world. Instead of giving up in that negative situation, what happened was my best friend George called me up and he said, Chris, I found a way out of this. I found a way to solve these problems without giving up. I met a doctor, a chiropractor locally, who got involved in real estate investing, and he's selling tuitions for a real estate investing college, an actual college in Arizona that teaches people how to invest in real estate. they're looking for salespeople to sell tuitions for them. And that was when I got introduced to an opportunity presentation for a company called Nouveau Riche. It was a real estate investment company. This year was 2006. The year was 2006. I got introduced. Here I was, an ambitious guy. I'd made money before, but I lost it and I was all out of money. And I joined that opportunity and I started selling real estate investment education. Now, if anybody in the comments, if anybody remembers, if anybody knows me from Nouveau Riche, let me know in the comments below. I'm just curious. Who knows me from those days, from 2006 through 2009? I'm curious how many people here still follow me or still stay in touch with me from 2006, 2009, from Nouveau Riche. If anybody's watching right now in the comments, let me know if you happen to know at all about me from Nouveau Riche. That would just be fun. So here's what happened. Watch what happened. I had a negative bank account, a 485 credit score. Oh, by the way, all kinds of people right now are flooding in. Yes, 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 I knew you at Nouveau. That's awesome. I know you from NR. Awesome. So check this out. The first month, I'm flat broke. The very first month selling tuitions to this college. The tuitions were $16,000. I made $8,000 in commissions on each one. Okay? I had to do a couple of training sales. Okay? And then after I did a couple of training sales, I was able to start getting paid commission. My first couple sales were just training sales. No commission at all. And then after that, I started earning $8,000 a piece on every single tuition I referred. The school was fantastic. Everybody loved it. It was just a matter of who wanted to invest in real estate and who could afford $16,000 or who could get financed. So the very first month, I did 2 training sales, made no money, and did two more sales and made $16,000. My first month, $16,000. My first month, $16,000. That was crazy. The second month, I made $24,000 in profit. I referred another 3 people. Now, I was finding my people just off placing basic ads, like Craigslist ads and flyers and talking to people and going to real estate investment associations and networking with people. First month, I made $16,000. Next month, I made $24,000. My third month, I made $30,000. My fourth month, another $30,000. Then $50,000. Then $70,000. Then get this, in a single month, $150,000 in commissions. My eighth month as a sales rep for that company, $150,000 in commissions. That year, I sold roughly $1 million in tuitions working from home. I sold roughly working from a 1,000 square foot apartment. Didn't even move out of the apartment. My first year, sold roughly $1 million in tuitions, made like roughly $450,000 to $500,000 in commissions. Now, how many people right now, would that just fire you up if you were to come across an opportunity and take massive action and give it your all and make $500,000 in commissions in the next 12 months? How many people right now in the comments would you be absolutely fired up to be able to do that? Let me read these comments. These are awesome. These are awesome. This is cool. Dude, this is awesome. Look at all these people fired up. You guys, we got crazy numbers with us tonight. We got tons and tons and tons of people on the GoTo webinar, hundreds of people on Facebook Live, and we're just getting started. This thing's going to blow up. You guys are going to watch. We're going to get to the point where there's over 10,000 people per week watching these. Just watch. Mark my word. You heard me say it right now. When there was just hundreds watching here and hundreds watching here, it's going to get to the point of over 10,000 per week watching live. You guys are going to love the momentum we're about to create. So, $500,000 in commissions, right? But then, and I wrote that out. I actually made close to like $1 million in commissions with that opportunity over the next over a couple years time frame. So here's what happened. In roughly like 2008, 2009, the real estate market in 2009 crashed. The Case-Shiller index, it dropped, right? The Case-Shiller index, it dropped. Housing in America dropped. The economy in America dropped. America went into a massive recession. It was unlike anything we had ever seen before. Financial markets collapsed. Stock markets collapsed. Real estate markets collapsed. Everything collapsed around us. And that real estate investing school, which had a high tuition that was teaching real estate investing, had to stop selling. They had to stop selling so they could focus on making sure they fulfilled to everybody that bought. They had a commitment to students, so they focused on, which was the ethical thing to do, was they focused on fulfilling, but they stopped selling. They had to stop selling. It wasn't good for the market. It was going to take them upside down, so they made sure they could fulfill for students. So that opportunity went away. When that opportunity went away, I dabbled in a bunch of different things. Immediately, I went into social media. I moved down to Southern California. I did a social media reality show, which was pretty fun. It was temporary, though. From there, I went and worked for a publicly traded company as the chief internet officer, basically handling their internet-related stuff. It sounds fancy, but really I was their internet guy, handled their internet marketing-related stuff, and it was publicly traded, so I got a salary in stocks, had children. At that point, I had my first child, then my second child. Then on the side of that, in about an hour a day, I started dabbling in network marketing with a company called Empower Network. So while I was working a full-time job, about an hour a day, I was dabbling in Empower Network, and Empower Network made me a lot of income. In just an hour a day, I was maximizing my time, ended up making around $500,000 in commissions on the side of a six-figure income, and it was pretty automated. Believe it or not, it was actually pretty automated. I didn't do much in that company. It all kind of ran itself, and I figured out a way to maximize my time, how to be efficient. Then everything was going great, right? I've got a great job. I've got stock options. I've got $20,000 to $30,000 a month coming in from a network marketing company. I'm not touching that. I'm paying off all my debt, and life is good. The year is, I think, 2013, and here's what happens. Okay, it all comes crashing down again. Now, why did it come crashing down on me again? This time was different. My son, my firstborn son, was 2 years old. He got diagnosed with autism. Out of nowhere, he lost his ability to focus. He lost his focus. He couldn't look you in the eyes. He lost his speech. He lost all of his words. And you guys know how proud you are as a new parent. Your 2-year-old child is just gaining all their words, and then they lost them all. So he lost all of his words. He lost all of his, crazy stuff. He just lost all of this. He stopped associating and interacting with other people, other kids. It was crazy. So we got him diagnosed. It turns out that it was autism. He had severe autism, very, very severe, and it was crazy. So Esther says a vaccination, right? No, Esther, and I don't want to get in a debate over this, but no, my son was actually, believe it or not, I know a lot of you think that autism has to do with vaccinations, and I'm not here to debate that, but my son was not vaccinated. My firstborn son, at the time, we were trying to be health nuts. So he was a natural birth at home, literally at home with midwives. I was the one who literally caught the baby coming out. We did all health food, like gluten-free, vegan food, the diet food, all kinds of stuff. We really were cautious about this. We had read articles, tried to be great. And then on top of that, we never got vaccinations for him. This was Reston. And it was my son Reston, my firstborn. So he got diagnosed autism. He didn't have his shots. My secondborn, Raiden, actually had his shots. He wasn't on any diet or anything. He just ate whatever. He had his shots. He had all the regular shots every kid's supposed to get, and he turned out fine. So before we get to a big debate over autism, I'm just letting you know, it shook me up. Put yourself in my position. This is what happened in just a few months. Vanessa, her father died of cancer pretty tragically, and during the time I was taking care of the kids, letting her spend some time being able to take care of her dad, her father passed away from cancer fairly quickly, and our son got diagnosed with autism at the time. And then when I went to my job and said, I need to back down my hours, I was working 80 hours a week. I needed to work 40 hours a week. They weren't able to accommodate that. So the only thing that worked was I walked away from it all. I walked away as an executive at a publicly traded company. I walked away from my stocks. I walked away from everything. The only thing that I had was my residual income from Empower Network, that network marketing company, and I took the next 9 months and I was kind of depressed. I didn't really work. I didn't really focus on much. I took the next 9 months and we focused on my son with autism. We had, I was paying over $5,000 a month just to have people come into the house, sometimes as much as $10,000, just to have people come into the house and help my son because he was going severely autistic. And I read, if you catch it early, that you can help turn it around. So that's exactly what I did. Early intervention. And we had people at our house every single day, 40 hours per week, the care, and then me studying, and we started implementing all these different things. And I'm proud to say it took about 9 months. But after about 9 months, what happened was my son went from severely autistic to a high-functioning autistic. So he went all the way up to high-functioning autism, from severe to high-functioning. And I'm telling you, that meant the world to me. And I kind of came out of my depressed state. I was a little bit depressed. I was at home. I wasn't really working much. I was trying to work. Like, I was locking myself in the office and trying to work, but it's just not the same. It's just not the same when your emotions are running your life. It's just not the same. So I wasn't effective. My savings and income started going down, 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 down. I got down to about my last $10,000. And I said, you know what? Here I am again. Here I am again. Made 6 figures, lost it all. Made another 6 figures, lost it all. Why does this keep happening to me? So what happened was I decided to turn it up. But instead of getting back into Empower Network or network marketing, I decided to go into affiliate marketing and online marketing. I decided to start trying all these different things. First, I started learning how to build Facebook fan pages. I built up a few fan pages into the hundreds of thousands. Then I learned how to sell stuff on the fan pages, t-shirts, print-on-demand t-shirts, and I learned how to sell CPA offers. So I built up big fan pages and niches, right? So just tons of niches. Like I had a niche that was like a Christian niche that was all about daily Bible scripture quotes. And I would find I'd do t-shirts that were like Christian-based t-shirts and sell them there and just stuff like that. You know, niches that were like real estate and TV shows like Walking Dead and Breaking Bad and whatever was popular. And big niches like country music and rock and roll, stuff like that. Me and my friends, I'll give a lot of credit to my friend Arthur Tubman, who taught me a lot of those strategies. So we built up fan pages into the hundreds of thousands on Facebook, and we started selling stuff to them. CPA offers, cost per action offers, and also t-shirts, print-on-demand clothing. Then what happened was when I started researching t-shirts, people were saying, you can just advertise using Facebook ads and sell these things directly. So I tried. When I tried to sell t-shirts directly, one of my first ones, like out of a handful of them, one of my first ones made me like $30,000 in profit. After ad spend, I made like $30,000 in profit in like a 2-week period. So I just figured like, hey, here I am. I'm on the internet and I can make $30,000 in 2 weeks like nothing, and I'm just learning this. So what I did was I ramped it all up. We started creating a little bit of a t-shirt empire, and everybody came to me and said, Chris, can you teach us? So Arthur and I started a mastermind called the Penny Click Profits Private Mastermind, where we taught you how to be able to sell things online. This mastermind was so successful, we had one of the students go on to make over $1 million in a single month and become the top selling t-shirt seller out there. That's just one student. We had another student that went on to make hundreds of thousands of dollars and get featured in like Yahoo News and get featured in all these business sites for her story. We had another student who went on who was working for FEMA, and they had this job out in FEMA, and they were going and doing all this disaster relief, and then they had these t-shirt campaigns going and literally sold $1 million worth of t-shirts doing that. We had all kinds of success in this private mastermind. It worked. I was able to learn something and teach it. But I was very hands-on. It was all over the place. How could I go bigger? So my next step was I put together a course. I put together a course called Dark Post Profits. It was a Facebook advertising course where I taught how to advertise on Facebook. I taught everything. I taught you exactly step by step by step how to advertise on Facebook. Believe it or not, for $100, that course sold and made $500,000 in sales. You guys, $500,000. 5,000 people bought that course. That's crazy, right? I created this Facebook advertising course, sold it for $100, step-by-step tutorials, and 5,000 people bought it. $500,000 in sales, okay? That went on and on and on. I ended up launching a second version of that course. The second version, Dark Post Profits 2.0, did over $800,000 in a single week. In its 1-week launch, it was so anticipated that as soon as the cart opened, we did like $100,000 our first day. And then as soon as the cart closed, and it was no longer, the price doubled, as soon as the cart closed, we did like $200,000 that day, or $300,000. It was like $800,000 in a week. Then I just started launching product after product. We launched Software. I developed software. I had a guy, one of my friends is a programmer. We developed software to be able to create your own sites called SmartMember. SmartMember did hundreds of thousands of dollars in its first launch and then did nearly $2 million in its second launch. And then I launched courses like, I launched software like Bridge Pages. You can make your own sales pages. And I launched speed blogging. You could blog faster. Quickly, in the year 2015, I broke out. Really quickly, I broke out onto the scene as everybody knows me as Chris Record, the guy with the orange hat from Facebook. And it catapulted. We did millions and millions of dollars in sales, and it all happened so fast. Because I took massive action, I found something that was working, and I put together a system and I scaled it up. I put together a system and I scaled it up. That's what happened in 2015. Now, fast forward to 2016. In 2016, I thought, what's next? What can I do? And here's what hit me, you guys. Pay close attention. Here's what hit me. I realized, and by the way, these comments right now, everybody's saying this story is so inspiring. I'm getting lots of props about my son and just how we handle that and stuff like that. And there's hundreds and hundreds of people on, hundreds and hundreds over here. You guys, that's exciting. I think we got a total of like almost 1,000 people watching this live. That's crazy. So watch what happened next. Here I was. Everybody was congratulating me on my success. Chris, it's so exciting to see what you're doing. You guys, here's the thing. Me, I'm just fortunate. I'm fortunate that I'm not lucky, but I'm fortunate. You know, I got in front of the right trends at the right time. You know what? I put in the years of work building myself up to be able to learn this stuff, and finally I found the right vehicle. Okay? Years and years and years of practice, I finally found the right outlet for me to be able to explode and be able to go up and generate millions of dollars. And I feel we're just getting started. So I feel like if you're watching, that this can be you. You know, that there's got to be a process to this. How can I help you create the same results? So what happened in 2016 is I had a change in my mindset. Instead of it being all about Chris Record, going on and having this success, and just having bigger and bigger and bigger launches, I'm more inspired to help you have success. I'm more inspired to be able to have you share your story. I'm more inspired to help you make your first dollar online, then your first $10,000 month, then your first $100,000 month. Or if you're ambitious, you know, your first $1 million month. To me, that inspires me more than anything else. That inspires me to put in the time, to put in the effort. See, money's only going to motivate you this far. If you ever really want to take your business to the next level, you've got to be inspired by something bigger than money. Something actually that's going to be impactful. And in 2016, I thought, okay, we had a big year. Let's go ahead and let's keep doubling this revenue. But then I thought, you know what? What fun is that? That's not on my heart. What's on my heart is, how can I figure out a way to teach you how to have these results for yourself? How many people watching right now on GoToWebinar, on my live streams? How many people watching right now? Leave me a comment if you would be excited to be able to have somebody that cared so much about you that they were going to teach you how to be able to have results like this in your life. How many people would love to be able to share your story one day in front of thousands of people like this? How many people would love to be invited to speak on stages around the world to be able to share your story about how your back was against the wall and at that moment you found the right opportunity and all that preparation finally came together and you took off, right? That is what inspires me. Like, look at this. Hundreds and hundreds of comments. That's what inspires me. That's what inspired me. So, that is when I started really researching what, out of everything I've ever done, what is the best thing that I could possibly do for you? Okay, out of every opportunity I've ever seen in my life, nothing has come close to my experience with Nouveau Riche. Nothing at all. Nouveau Riche, their educational program, out of everybody I ever referred, they paid $16,000 and traveled on their own dime and stayed at a hotel and went to this actual college in Scottsdale for 1 week at a time. Every single person that went would come up to me with this glowing look in their eyes, and they would thank me for it. They would thank me and say, Chris, this is the best decision I've ever made in my life. These were literally customers. These were literally people who had invested $16,000 that were thanking me because the experience was so good. I call it the Disneyland experience. Going to Disneyland is so good that you want to come again and you want to bring a friend. That's what Walt Disney said. Walt Disney said, we want to make this park so good where if a child drops an ice cream cone, somebody's there to catch it before it hits the cone, before it hits the ground. Where you'll never see litter anywhere because somebody's there to pick it up when you're not even noticing. We want to make the Disneyland experience so good, so profound, so magical that you want to come again and you want to bring a friend, right? That's the power of Disneyland. And what I watched was the founder of Nouveau Riche come together and recreate a Disneyland experience for this college, and the classes taught real estate investing. Now, it was amazing. On the income opportunity side, people made tons of money. I made $150,000 in a month. Okay? Then I was able to help a friend, Clifton, he made over $100,000 in a month. Then he was able to help his friend Ben. Ben made over $100,000 in a single month. You guys, people were making hundreds of thousands of dollars everywhere, and the customers were fired up and they were excited. But the real estate market tanked. So it was the right idea, the right opportunity, great opportunity, income side, great education, wrong timing when the real estate market crashed. And nobody saw it, you guys. Nobody saw it. The real estate market tanked. Everybody got floored. Everybody got leveled. The finance markets tanked. Everything got tanked. A lot of people lost money in the stock market. A lot. A lot of people lost money in real estate. A lot of people did. There was a huge crash, right? So that's because real estate is cyclical. Huge ups, huge downs. Huge ups, huge downs. And if you've watched the movie The Big Short, how many people right now have seen the movie The Big Short? I'm curious. If anybody recently has seen the movie The Big Short, in that movie you guys saw, basically the government propped it up. All these institutions propped it up. They came together and they propped up the market so much that it created this massive bubble, went so big it finally burst and everybody got left holding it. That right there was exactly what happened. So Nouveau Riche was this amazing opportunity that disappeared in the midst of this financial crisis. So when I said, how can I help people? The very first thing I said was, man, I wish there was something like Nouveau Riche available in today's market. Why has nobody created something like this? It was the greatest opportunity. Except I wouldn't want to do it in real estate. I wouldn't want to do it in anything cyclical. I wouldn't want to do it in financial services. I wouldn't want to do it in real estate. I wouldn't want to do it in lending. I wouldn't want to do it in anything that goes up and down and up and down. I would want to do it in something steady. So that was the first thing. The second thing was, why is it? Now this is an important question. I want to ask you guys a very important question right now. Why is it that an 18-year-old kid, why is it that a major university can take an 18-year-old kid and put him through 8 years of education, and at the end of those 8 years, that kid can become qualified enough to be able to become a brain surgeon and operate on somebody's brain, right? Think about this. Why is that educational system so good that literally you could take an 18-year-old kid and you could turn them into a high-powered attorney? You could turn them into in the medical field, like a brain surgeon. You could turn them into, somebody that can run massive accounting and books for major corporations. Why is the educational system so good that they're able to do that? Okay, that's the first question. How can you pluck an 18-year-old kid, put them through, and turn them into a brain surgeon? Okay, so I started researching this. And as I researched this, here's what I found. Every single major university in the world teaches with this, what I have right here in my hand. They teach with this, and every single seminar that you go to, all the gurus, internet marketing gurus, real estate gurus, all these other gurus, they do not use it. What is this one thing that every major institution, every major educational institution uses, every major university, that the gurus and people don't use, that even I don't use? Even right now I'm not using it. What is this thing? This thing is called ISD. ISD. Instructional System Design. Here's what it is. There is, and this is what I learned in my research, there is a science to learning. There is an actual science to learning. There's a baseline foundation that people need before they can go to the next step, and then another baseline, a next step baseline. And you need to be able to properly take people through this path instead of it, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, there's a major problem out there, and I'm part of the problem. I'm here to admit that I have been fueling the problem, the actual problem. Here's the problem. Guys like me and gals and all these big people that become very, they learn and they launch courses and they speak on stage. Here's the thing. We learn so much that you ask us for a drink from our fountain of knowledge. You come to us and you ask us for a sip, just a drink from this fountain of knowledge. Chris, I want to learn how to do t-shirts. Chris, I want to learn how to do Shopify. Chris, I want to learn how to do Facebook ads. Chris, I want to learn how to launch products and do affiliate marketing. Chris, can I have a drink of your fountain of knowledge? And because we're filled with this knowledge from experience we've learned, we don't just give you a drink. We turn on the fire hose and we feed you with a fire hose instead of giving you a small sip and a small drink. Because we're so passionate, because we care so much, that we just want to dump everything that we know, my last 10 years of knowledge, bundled up, okay? This is why when you get on a Chris Record webinar, that you guys know, I'll teach you everything. I will not hold back, right? But it's just a flood of information. Now, it's the only way I know how to teach. I did not graduate high school. I am not a PhD certified teacher. I don't have somebody coaching me that's a PhD teacher teaching me how to teach. The only way I know how to teach is from my heart. True, authentic, transparent fire hose of knowledge. When what you're asking for is a drink from the fountain of knowledge, I give you a fire hose. And it's not just me. It's every guru out there. It's every seminar teacher. It's every major conference. It is a fire hose of knowledge. Now, here's the thing. What I learned through my journey of research and trying to figure out how to help you the best, what I did was I interviewed PhDs. And I said, how is it that the school system can be able to educate somebody like an 18-year-old and turn him into a brain surgeon? What is this? It's ISD. Okay, tell me more. It's a science of learning. Okay, tell me more. And they would talk about prerequisites, then baseline foundation, and then from there stepping up into 101, 201, 301, and so much more, right? But here's the thing. College and universities, they also come with a very steep price tag, okay? 6 figures in debt. 6 figures in debt to be able to drink from that fountain of knowledge. Over 6 figures in debt with no guarantees and no refunds, okay? The educational system is powerful. Some of the best knowledge in the world, some of the best, smartest people in the world went through this system. 6 figures in debt to be able to drink from that fountain of knowledge. No guarantees, no refunds. If you decide to quit, no money back, no nothing. 6 figures, okay? Over $100,000 in debt, okay? And years and years and years of people. Years, okay? So, when I started studying the research of schools, did you know right now, I won't get into statistics because you can look it up yourself. Did you know right now, there is a massive amount of college graduates who are unemployed and living back home with their parents in their 30s even. Unemployed, 30 years old, college graduate at home, living at home. Okay? There is another massive percentage of people who literally graduated college and did not get a job in the field they graduated in. They did not get a job in the field that they invested 6 figures of debt into getting into. So I looked and I said, wow, success leaves clues. College is phenomenal at their teaching process, but it's difficult from a financial standpoint to go 6 figures in debt with no guarantee that I'm even going to be able to do something with it. How can I take the best of the best from college? How can I take the best of the best from that nouveau riche opportunity I experienced? And how can I take the best of all of this internet marketing that I've learned. Think about this. I want you to think about something realistically right now. Think about this. The reason that colleges, just use common sense right here, common sense. The reason colleges don't teach a lot of these up-to-date social media strategies and internet marketing strategies, think about it, common sense. Here's why. Okay, here's why. Because people that are going to college, the majority of them, are on student loans. These student loans are government-backed. So I want you to think about this. The government is backing, essentially almost guaranteeing these loans. They're government-backed student loans. The government's backing them. The government is very institutionalized, very slow-moving, right? Big machine, slow-moving. So, because the government is institutionalized and is slow-moving, in order for them to be able to back these student loans, they have to make sure that the knowledge, the education, is fully accredited. Okay, it has to be fully accredited. And the accrediting process is lengthy. So if there's something brand new, like Facebook ads, let's use an example, Facebook ads. Let's say Facebook releases an advertising platform, Facebook ads. A guy like me can teach it tomorrow. Some of you watching right now in the comments, let's see, Richard, Sean, Claudette, John, Lawrence, Jordan Lamp. What's up, Jordan? Jordan knows what I'm talking about. Facebook could launch an advertising platform today, and someone like me could teach it. Someone like Jordan could teach it. Right now, you could teach it. But a major college could not. The reason a major college could not teach it is because there's a lot of red tape that they have to get through to be able to create a content that is accredited. Content that could actually qualify for government student loan funding. So it could take months. It could take as much as like 18 months to 24 months to be able to have a class that taught that up-to-date stuff. That is the difficulty of the educational system. So if you have any interest at all in learning up-to-date internet marketing, up-to-date digital marketing, online marketing, if you have information about, if you want to learn about social media, it is incredibly difficult for the traditional system to be able to teach that. So it's up to guys like me. But guys like me, we're not teachers. So you know how you're going to learn this? Fire hose. You're going to want to drink from the fountain of knowledge of Facebook ads from a guy like me, and you're going to get a fire hose. You're going to get a fire hose even from the best of the best in our industry, because they are not PhD trained teachers. They have not studied the science of learning. They did not take their whole career and learn instructional system design. Okay? That's the power. That's the power. So here's what happened. I combined all of this. I combined the power of the way the traditional education system teaches, okay, that power. Then I combined it over here with the way of the opportunity that was nouveau riche, the best opportunity I've ever experienced in my life. So I brought the power of nouveau riche. I brought the power of what the educational system teaches. And the topic that we're going to be teaching is internet marketing, online marketing. We are going to teach people subjects like search engine optimization, subjects like building sales funnels, subjects like how to be able to do Facebook ads, how to be able to create your own Shopify store, how to be able to do print on demand, how to do affiliate marketing, how to launch your own products. All these things that people are asking me left and right. Chris, can you teach me this? Chris, can you teach me that? All of these topics, we are going to teach them, but we are going to teach them like they've never been taught before, ever. Welcome to the Internet Marketing College. We are launching a physical location in Scottsdale, Arizona, where people from all over the world will come for 1 week at a time. We're going to start 5 days at a time. And they will literally choose classes that they want to take. They'll create their schedule. And on Monday, they'll take a class. And then on Monday night, they might take a second class. And then on Tuesday, they'll take a class. And on Wednesday, and on Thursday, and on Friday, they will take classes taught the way they would be taught in college, but taught by instructors who are actually doing it. We're going to find instructors in the Shopify course. I have an instructor who's already done 6 figures in Shopify. Watch the process, you guys. This instructor is an actual person who has done 6 figures in Shopify. What that instructor's doing, that person has come here. I am matching them up with a PhD curriculum developer, a guy who worked for the University of Phoenix for 20 years, developing their workbooks, developing their class books, developing their course content, developing their outlines. This person is an expert in ISD. This is my Chief Learning Officer. So I've matched my Chief Learning Officer, my PhD, together with this six-figure Shopify student. Watch what happens. The six-figure Shopify student is a fire hose of information. Fire hose to the PhD. Fire hose. The PhD is asking. The Shopify instructor shares everything. And then the PhD organizes it all. Uses the science of learning, uses ISD, organizes it into an entire course curriculum to be able to help the newest person, a beginner, be able to learn Shopify. Shopify 101, 201, 301, and be able to learn everything about Shopify, to come out an expert with actual action steps where they can apply this knowledge. That's how powerful this is. I find people who are not gurus, my teachers at my college are not going to be gurus. They're going to be the testimonials. They're going to be the case studies that those gurus are using. The gurus, they don't spend all their time teaching. You know what they do? They spend half their time teaching and half their time selling, right? I do it myself. I'm a guru. I have to admit it. I'm a guru. My heart is pure. My talent is clear. My desire to help you is truly transparent. But I am not a PhD. I am not an ISD certified PhD. I am not. I am not a pro when it comes to teaching. So I pour my passion out to a PhD curriculum developer. They develop the curriculum and then they give it back to me. And then I can teach. I find the best students, names you probably don't even know, people who are quietly behind the scenes generating 6 to 7 figures with Facebook ads, 6 to 7 figures with Shopify, the kind of people that are being hired by every big institution to run all their social media. I find those people and I bring them to this school and they teach to you. They teach you. And their exposure is going to be off the hook. Their exposure is going to be so big that literally their exposure would be so big they could write a best-selling book if they wanted to. Best-selling book. That's how powerful this is. That's how powerful this is. You guys, what I've done is I'm basically finding the best of the best in all of these subjects, getting PhDs to help them develop curriculum, and then giving them an actual way to teach it. We're going to teach them how to teach it. This is the Internet Marketing College. This is the concept. It will revolutionize this entire industry. Like Richard says here, it is going to be the new way to learn. Now, there will still be courses that will teach stuff we don't teach. There will still be software that will help you. There will still be lots of opportunities for everybody else to be able to teach. But I'm going to be looking for the best and the brightest, and I'm going to create the best faculty of teachers you've ever seen in this industry. And you're going to be able to come, tuitions for an entire year, be able to come to this college. It is going to be phenomenal. But the best part is, you get paid to refer students. Remember the beginning of the story? I was flat broke, getting ready to quit on entrepreneurship, and I came across Nouveau Riche, and I started selling their tuitions. $16,000 tuitions. I started selling those tuitions, and then what happened was I started making money. I started making a large amount of money, right? $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 a month, $70,000 in a single month, $150,000 in a single month. The income opportunity was flat out exciting. Exciting. You guys? So what I want to do is I want to talk to you right now. I want to wrap this up by talking to you about everything that's on the board here, and I'm going to show you these two big reveals right here. Big reveal 1 and big reveal 2. So here's a couple details you guys need to know. That the Internet Marketing College is a temporary name. It will not be called the Internet Marketing College. This is just a temporary name. We will not be releasing the official name yet. The Internet Marketing College is a temporary name. You need to know that. The subjects will start with Internet Marketing, but it will be more entrepreneurship. It won't even just be Internet Marketing. That's just where we're going to start, okay? So, here's what we're going to do. we are going to offer 3 product lines for people to be able to purchase to join our opportunity. There will be 3 product lines. The first will be $100 a month. It will be a monthly membership where they get weekly live training from experts, and they get access to an online community, kind of like a big forum. Lots of different topics. So if they're into e-commerce, they go into the e-commerce section, they go into Shopify section, and then they go into like subcategories inside of Shopify. $100 per month makes it affordable to anybody out there in the entire world. We're going to be going international very, very fast with this opportunity because we don't have as many boundaries. So, number 1 is a $100 a month product. We will pay you up to 40% commissions on that product, okay? And I'll explain how in a minute. The second product is going to be a Chris Record home study course. It is going to be the foundations to internet marketing. I am basically dumping, I basically organized about whatever, like a dozen different topics. We'll see how much it ends up being. And I'm going to a PhD curriculum developer, and they are helping me give an overview. They're helping me to develop an overview of each topic. So one topic might be e-commerce, one topic might be Facebook advertising, one topic might be print on demand, one topic might be affiliate marketing, and they're helping me to be able to develop this out. I'm developing a home study course where anybody in the world can watch this home study course. It's from me, I'm the instructor, and it's Foundations to Internet Marketing. This is a course that literally every single person that is a beginner in the industry needs to watch. This is a must-have course that they need to watch. I will give them a well-balanced foundation, the way it would be taught in college, for internet marketing. They're going to love it. Foundations to Internet Marketing. Okay? That product right there will be a $2,000 product. We'll pay up to 40% commissions for every referral that you make. Up to 40% commissions, you guys. That is going to be huge. Huge. Very, very, very exciting. Okay. The third product is going to be an actual tuition. A tuition to be able to attend this internet marketing college. Our college will be held both online and offline. Nobody has to physically travel to our school, but it's worth it. Because if they travel to the school, they'll be able to network with all kinds of people that will be there. They will be able to meet people. They'll be able to make connections. It'll be one of the greatest networking opportunities we can create in this school. They can come. Tuitions are good for 2 people. It can be you and a partner. And you can even repeat each other's classes. So let's say my partner is Betty. Betty goes and takes SEO, and I go and take Shopify. And then we can repeat each other's classes if we want. So we divide and we conquer. Tuitions are good for 2 people for an entire year. And those 2 people are able to take 120 hours of in-class time. 120 hours of structured education for $10,000 for tuition. And we pay you for the referrals up to 40% commissions on every single tuition you refer. Up to 40% commissions. This is powerful. Okay? So whether you refer somebody at a $100 a month product, a $2,000 product, or a $10,000 product, you can earn up to 40% commissions. And if you get them in at the $100 per month or any of the products, if you get them in on any of the product levels, they are hard-coded to you. So if somebody has to start with the $100 a month program, if they ever buy the $10,000 tuition, they're already attached to you. You make the commission. Even if it's a year later, they're attached to you. You make the commission. We are hard coding, which means that somebody gets coded to you in the system as soon as you refer. Okay? So I see a lot of questions, you guys. I might ask questions at the end, but let me get through this first. 3 product lines. Product A is $100 a month. Product B is $2,000 one-time fee. And product C is $10,000 for the tuition. The tuition is good for 2 people, 120 hours of in-class education. A typical week at the college, the average person is going to attend 30 hours of class time in a typical week. Okay? So 30 hours per week. We are going to have these colleges 4 times per year, quarterly. So a 1-year tuition, if you took 30 hours each time, That's 120 hours right there. That's why we chose that number. And if you can't make it to a college, just have your partner go and be able to take stuff. Now, if you can't afford the $10,000 outright, then you can split your cost with somebody. Go find somebody and share the cost with, get a tuition partner and split the cost. Or if you have no money, go find somebody that does have money and present this to them or whatever, and they could be the person paying for the tuition, and they can add you as a partner. You can maybe work out a deal with them, whatever it is. Maybe you take the knowledge, you guys start up an agency, and the first, half of the profits go towards paying off that tuition. Whatever you guys want to do, tons of creative ideas. Plus, there's third-party financing. There's going to be lots and lots and lots of opportunity. Very, very, very exciting. Okay. You guys are awesome. Jamie, I just read your comment. You guys are awesome. You guys are giving me a lot of props. I really appreciate this. That means a lot. I am extremely passionate, if you cannot tell. I'm sitting in a brand new office in Scottsdale. In fact, on the live stream, when I'm done with the webinar, if the live stream's still going, I'll give you a tour of the office if you want. Okay? Give you a tour of the office if you guys hang on. That'll be at facebook.com/Chris Record. So, the school will be in Scottsdale. Yes, I mean Scottsdale area. Obviously, we're going to start out of big hotels. We might have to go to something like the Renaissance Hotel in Glendale. Might have to go to something big in Phoenix. We'll move around, but Scottsdale is the home base. This office right here is in Scottsdale. I have my office in California. I have my office in Austin, Texas, and this is my third office. Okay. Richard says improve the lighting in the next video. I will. I just got back from Topgolf, and I was just golfing up there with some friends. Ran over here, decided to do this here instead of the house. So this is just last minute setup. Okay, so let's run through this. You guys, 3 product lines, and you guys know $100 a month, $2,000 product, and a $10,000 commission, $10,000 tuition. Okay, you ready? Let's talk about the compensation plan. This is called the Matching Millions Compensation Plan. I'm going to get to that. Why it's called the Matching Millions Compensation Plan, I will get to that. But here's the compensation plan in a nutshell. This compensation plan is for each of those individual products. The $100 product works in this compensation plan. The $2,000 product, you go through this compensation plan. The $10,000, you go through the compensation plan. Very exciting. This is affiliate marketing with leverage. That's what this is. Affiliate marketing with leverage. That's the cool, it's something creative. Nobody's really done anything like this. There's 3 steps. Step 1, step 2, and step 3. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Step 1 is activation. The first thing you do as an affiliate is you get activated. You activate your account to be able to qualify to promote. It's not just going to be everybody. There's going to be an activation phase. We'll talk about that. The next phase here is certification. This is like your training phase. Your certification is where you're assigned. We're going to have people in our company that are going to be trainers that are going to help train you and get you a couple sales right off the bat, help you out with that. And then our third phase is our compensation phase. This is where you get paid this big bucks. And so your goal is to go from step 1 to step 2 to step 3 as fast as possible. In Nouveau Riche, they had a similar program. In Nouveau Riche, they had a program that was called Buy One, Sell Two, the rest go to you. So in Nouveau Riche, you didn't get paid at all on your first 2 sales. You had to buy the product, and then your first 2 sales, you made 0 commissions on. Those went to your mentor, and then you made commissions on all the rest. There's pros and cons of that. The pro is, if you're the mentor, you're receiving, all the commissions on the first 2 sales. But if you're the new person, you didn't make any money. You just sold $32,000 worth of tuitions and bought your own, and you didn't make any money. That was crazy, right? So I didn't want to do that. And I wanted to do affiliate marketing, which is just a standard pay, but I wanted to give it some leverage. So I created something right in between. Let's go through each phase. Step 1, if you want to be an affiliate for the Internet Marketing College, it launches in August of 2016. Step 1 is going to be activation. There's 2 ways that you can activate your account. The most popular way is going to be to buy the product. That's what the majority of people are going to do, because so far every single person I've talked to wants to be a student. Yes, they want to be an affiliate, but they also want to be a student. In Nouveau Riche, 99% of people actually bought the product themselves. Okay, that's what's going to happen here. We're going to put a heavy emphasis on the education, And if they also want to promote, that's great. But our retail sales are going to be huge. There will be a massive amount of people that just want to buy this and don't even care about promoting it. That's cool that you can make money, but they just want to buy it because the product is so good. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever been in network marketing, but you know one problem that the network marketing industry has is that they come up with products just for the sake of having a product, and it's all about just their compensation plan. They build a cool compensation plan. They just shove a product in there. The product isn't really great. People are only buying the product because of the opportunity. I didn't want to do that. The FTC doesn't even like that, you guys. Companies will get shut down if they do that, right? I want this thing to be around for years. I want this to be scalable, where we can go international and have colleges all over the world. So the very first thing is literally where the product is so good that people want to buy the product first and foremost, the education. Secondly, the affiliate marketing is good. There's a dual opportunity. So most people will buy the product outright. There will be another option where no purchase is required to participate, and it will be a number of retail sales. I'll be coming out with that shortly, the exact number. We're just working through with the lawyers, compliance lawyers, stuff like that, exactly what it's going to be, okay? So let me see, people are asking tons of questions, but I can't answer them all. So you can either A, buy the product, which most people do, or B, do a certain amount of retail sales to be able to qualify. These are just unpaid sales, almost like intern type sales. Okay? So most people are going to want to just buy the product instead of passing up commissions. So that's why most people do this, but this will be an option. Now, once you do this, so let's just assume buy the product. Let's take somebody here in the comments. Let's take Kathy. Kathy's right here, and I know you guys are asking questions. I'll get to this. Kathy, let's say Kathy wants to do this, okay? Kathy, for step one, Kathy buys the product. That takes 5 minutes, right? So she's activated, immediately activated. That's one of the perks of owning a tuition or owning whatever product it is. So she buys the product, and she now is activated at that product level, whether it's the $100 product, the $2,000, or the $10,000. You guys are going to love this because when you refer people, you're going to get a lot of people that are going to be buying the product. Step one, activation complete, took 5 minutes. Step two, certification. So now Kathy, let's just talk tuitions, okay? Kathy purchased a tuition. She's a student. For certification, she needs to do 2 sales. 2 sales, okay? Her first 2 sales that she makes, she is going to earn 20% commissions on them. So a $10,000 commission, $10,000 tuition, Kathy is going to earn $2,000 a piece. $2,000 a piece. So watch this. Look at how simple this is. Kathy buys the product. She refers 2 sales. She makes $2,000 a piece on them. It doesn't get any simpler than that. Think about this. Like Topher in the comments right here. Think about how simple this is, Topher. Kathy buys the product. She makes 2 sales. She gets paid $2,000 a piece on those. It's that simple. She's now certified. Complete. See how simple that was? She gets 20% commission. That's you. And 20% goes to your referring person, whoever referred you into the opportunity, whoever referred you. In affiliate marketing, we call this 2-tier. 2-tier affiliate marketing means you get paid commission for selling the product, and you get an override if you refer another affiliate. If you help find affiliates, you get paid an override. It's called 2-tier affiliate marketing. Very common. Most big affiliate product launches have this, okay? So watch this. Kathy buys the product. She makes 2 sales. 20% goes to Kathy. 20% over here goes to Kathy's mentor, okay? That's where Kathy's mentor is going to get an incentive on everybody that Kathy's mentor refers. Now, notice there's also a bonus pool. I'm going to talk about that in a second. I'm going to reveal that in a second. A certain percentage of every single sale gets put into a big pool of cash, and I'm going to give you guys tons of bonuses. It's going to be awesome. So, real simple, you guys. Very, very, very simple here. Activation, buy it or make a couple of certain amount of retail sales. Certification, your first 2 sales, you earn 20% on, and then your mentor earns 20%. Okay, now compensation. Now you're in the compensation phase. For compensation, now you earn up to 40%. You literally earn up to 40% on every single sale you make. Here's how it works. You earn 40% on all your sales. So on tuitions, that's $4,000 of tuition. On sales 5, 10, 15, and so on, you earn 20%. So every 5th sale, you earn 20%. It's this simple. 40% on all your sales, but every 5th sale, you earn 20% on. And the other 20% is called a pass up. This goes to your mentor. Okay, so let's explain this. If you're Kathy, Kathy buys the tuition for $10,000, maybe has a partner. She goes and does 2 sales. She earns 20% of those sales, and those sales get passed to her mentor. Her mentor earns the other 20%. Pretty cool. The person that referred Kathy into our program. Then Kathy's over here in the conversation phase. Now she's earning 40%, $4,000 for every single tuition she refers. Every 5th, 10th, every 5th sale on, 10, 15, 20, 25, she earns 20% on those sales. The other 20% goes to her member, and the sale gets passed up. So it looks like this. If I were to draw it out, let me see if you guys can see that part right here. If I was to draw it out, it's as simple as drawing like 5 squares, like that. Okay, let's do 15 squares. It's this simple, you guys. 15 squares. So this is sale 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, and sale 5, right? So on sales 1, 2, 3, and 4, she's earning 40%, and on all these sales here, she's earning 20%. It's that simple. It's this simple. 40% on sales 6, 7, 8, 9, 40%. On sale 10, she earns 20%. And these sales get passed up to her mentor. Okay? Super simple. On sale 11, 12, 13, 14, she's paid 40%. Sale 15, she gets paid 20% passed up to her mentor. Kathy, as a typical person here, gets paid on every single sale she refers. She buys a product, she gets paid on her certification sales, she gets paid on every single sale. She's making either 20% or 40%. So I want you guys to understand this. Every single tuition that's sold, somebody's making either 20% or 40%. Every single one. Depending on whether it's the first 2 sales or every 5th. So I call this a domino plan. Imagine a domino with a 2 and a 5. It's a domino plan, right? You know, dominoes, they add up to 7, right? A 6 and a 1, a 2 and a 5, you know, 3 and a 3, whatever. So a 2 and a 5. You pass up your first 2 sales, and then you pass up every 5th sale. That's it. That's it. All the rest, you keep, and you earn the commissions on. Now, here's what's cool. Kathy, let's take you again. So, Kathy, this is really cool. Kathy has done this. She bought the product, she got certified, and now she's over here, okay? So let's say sale number 1. Kathy refers, right here, Kathy refers Joe. Kathy's first paid $4,000 full sale is this guy named Joe. Joe goes to Kathy and says, Kathy, I would love to promote this. I would love to promote this as well. Okay? Joe decides to become an affiliate. Okay? Watch this. Watch this. Has Joe already bought the product? Say yes or no. If Joe's already over here, did Joe buy the product? Yes, right? So the answer is yes. So Joe has bought the product, so he's already activated, right? He fills out his affiliate agreement, stuff like that. But he's bought the product. So now watch. Joe just needs to get certified. Joe goes and does 2 sales. Joe earns 20% right here. And Kathy, because Kathy referred him, Kathy earns the other 20%. So Kathy, how cool is this? You earn 40% when you refer Joe, and you're earning 20% on Joe's first 2 sales, and every 5th sale afterwards, you're earning the 20%. So Kathy refers Joe, makes $4,000, then makes $2,000 on his first sale, and another $2,000 on his second sale. Kathy, you just made $8,000 for referring Joe. You just made $8,000 for referring Joe. Now, what I love about this is it can keep going. In a minute, I'll erase this. It can keep going. But it's like, what happens is, when Joe does his first 2 sales, so here's Kathy. You guys might not be able to see it because it's small. So here's Kathy. Kathy has Joe on the roster, and Joe refers, let's say, Bob, and Joe refers Mary as the first 2 sales. 20%, 20%. Super cool, right? Joe is now certified. He did 2 sales. He's certified. So now Joe is good to go. He's certified now. He's off to the races. But he passed up Bob and Mary. So now Bob and Mary are both, they're counted as Kathy's personal referrals. So now Bob and Mary go and refer to, you don't say Mary refers Jim and Mary refers Nancy. Mary has bought the product. She's done 2 sales, Jim and Nancy, so she's certified. But those 2 sales roll up to Kathy as well. Kathy gets paid 20% and 20%. So it works like this. Let me explain to you in layman's terms, you guys. The money is going to be insane for you. Kathy referred Joe. Okay? Joe referred 2 people to Kathy, his first 2 training sales. Those 2 people referred their first 2 training sales. So what happens is, let me erase this. What happens? What happens is Kathy refers Joe, right? That's 1. 1 turns into 2, which turns into 4, which turns into 8, which turns into 16, and on and on and on. Kathy could refer 1 person, Joe, and Joe could pass up his first 2 training sales. And then those 2 people could pass up their first 2 training sales. And those 2 people could pass it up. You guys, it's powerful. Every single sale you're getting paid on. Every single sale you're getting paid. Every single sale pays you either $2,000 or $4,000. That's it. Straightforward. If you are a mentor, if you're out there referring other people, you can get paid a bonus for being a trainer. You can get paid $2,000 on all those pass-ups. It's fantastic. This is the best of all worlds. It's affiliate marketing with leverage. Okay? So, let's talk about some of the math on this. Let's talk about some of the math. If you were, and I'm going to erase some of this. It's been up here for long enough. I'm going to erase some of this, and I'm going to show you just a little bit of math. And I'm going to show you how fast this thing can go. Because I want you guys to see how to quickly make a lot of money really fast here. What our lawyers love, we have lawyers that specialize in everything with the FTC and stuff like that. What our lawyers love is that our compensation plan, what they love about it is that literally there's a way where people are able to join. There's a no pay to play option. People are able to join. There's an option where you make money on every single sale you make. You never pass up sales that aren't there. And it's not multi-level. There's only ever 2 levels. We're not doing multi-level. We're not paying multiple downlines or anything like that. You're only 1 person on every single sale that's made. Somebody's either making 40% or 20%, right? Every single sale, 1 person's either making 40% or 2 people are making 20%. That's it. Sales aren't being passed down multiple levels. I didn't want to do anything multi-level marketing, nothing like that. This is affiliate marketing with leverage. This is a standard spin on a 2-tier affiliate marketing program. 2-tier program is where you get paid, tier 1, all the people you bring in, you get paid commissions. Tier 2, you get an override on their sales, but it stops there. If somebody joins on tier 3, you don't get paid on them. That would become multi-level marketing. We didn't want to do that traditional multi-level marketing. Not that it's bad. A lot of you are in multi-level marketing and love it, but I love affiliate marketing. I wanted to do affiliate marketing with leverage. So we created something. We had one of the best legal teams around that have done compliance work and legal work for multi-million-dollar corporations, even billion-dollar corporations. We got advice on exactly how to structure this. Affiliate marketing with leverage. It's only ever 2 tiers. It's only ever 2 tiers. It's pretty cool. Let's get into this. So watch. So right here, let's say that let's give an example. So let's say Mary. Okay. So let's say Mary buys a tuition. I might have to change pens if this one isn't there. Buys a tuition for $10,000. Okay. So this is going to be an example. Mary buys a tuition for $10,000. We're going to put you. Okay. So here's you. Okay. So you refer Mary. Okay. So you know someone named Mary. You get an affiliate link. You're going to get an affiliate link. You're going to get a whole suite of tools I'm going to build for you. Bridge pages, sales funnels, you name it. You get a link. You refer Mary. Mary purchases. Okay, great. That's a customer. Mary buys a tuition for $10,000. Let's say you're certified. Let's just say you're certified because I need to give an example. So right there, you made $4,000 on that referral. Straightforward. 1 person got paid. Not multiple levels. You guys got to understand, in multi-level marketing, you take a commission and you pay it down to multiple people. That's why it's called multi-level marketing. In this situation, it's direct. It's a direct sale here. You referred Mary. Mary bought a tuition for $10,000. You earned $4,000. How do we pay you? I see somebody saying, how do we get paid? You get a, Sean Harvey says, when do commissions get paid out? And how do we get paid? Okay. You get a company credit card. It's like a company debit card. You basically get a company pay card shipped to you in the mail. It's going to be a little card. And as you earn more, we're going to even go up to a black card. But you get like a Visa endorsed card, and it's going to be with one of our banks, and we're going to deposit money directly in the card. So you're going to be able to have a card in your wallet, and on payday, let's just say paydays is every Monday. Every Monday, we're going to look into doing it as often as twice a week. New but reach paid twice a week, so we're going to look into that. But right now, let's just, hypothetically, let's say every Monday you get paid, and we're going to offer, there are states that have to have a right of rescission. Depending on what state it is in the United States, some states have a 3-day right of rescission, some states have a 7-day right of rescission. So we're going to be paying commissions out after the right of rescission period. But it will be fast. It will be fast. You don't have to wait months for commissions. It will be very, very, very fast. So you'll get a company pay card. We will deposit commissions very, very quickly on that card, probably, let's say, within a week or two. You get the commissions on your card, and you get straight. So you refer Mary. Mary buys the tuition for $10,000. You earn $4,000. That's all the commission paying out. Nobody else earns any money on that. No one earns any money. It's just you. That's single marketing, right? Now, that's scenario number 1. Scenario number 2 is, I think this pen, hopefully you guys can see the blue. I think the black pen needs a little break. Scenario number 2, it's you, same situation, Mary buys a tuition. It's $10,000. Okay, same situation. But in this case, you are not, let's say it's your 5th sale. Okay, remember, every 5th sale number, once you are certified, sale number 5, sale number 10, sale number 15, they are pass-up sales. So so on that one, you earn 20%, which is $2,000. Okay, that's 20%. Over here, you earn 40%. If it's every 5th sale, you're going to earn 20%, which would be $2,000. So sales 1, 2, 3, and 4, you earn $4,000. Sale number 5, you earn $2,000. And it keeps going. 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you earn $2,000. The other $2,000 goes to the person, whoever referred you as an affiliate. Whoever referred you as an affiliate, let's just say it was Joe. Let's say Joe right there. So let's say Joe referred you as an affiliate. It's your 5th sale. $2,000 goes to you, $2,000 goes to Joe. Pretty simple. Splits the money. It's that simple. So you're either getting paid $4,000 if it's one of your first 1, 2, 3, 4 sales. If it's every 5th sale, you're getting $2,000, and the other $2,000 is going to the person that referred you into the program. It is that simple to understand. That simple. Okay. International students, clients, yes, we're able to. We're taking care of everybody. We have, as we expand internationally, we're still able to submit payments to international users, and it's not a credit card you're qualifying for. It's nothing like that. It's just a company pay card. And not only that, but international students will be able to buy because we have online education. They don't have to come to the physical college. All of the college will be recorded. And they can watch live streaming or they can watch the video classroom. It's going to be powerful. So it's 2 scenarios. One scenario is if it's sale 1 through 4, if it's, any one of those sales, you earn 40%, $4,000. And every 5th sale, you earn $2,000, and the other $2,000 goes to Joe. Also, Mary, your referral, goes to Joe. So what happens in this situation is, the way it looks like, let's put Joe over here. Okay? Joe, the person that referred you, Mary was your 5th sale, so now Mary comes over here to Joe. Mary's on Joe's roster, and Joe's just earned $2,000 for that, and you earned $2,000. But now Mary's off your roster. Okay, you just earned $2,000 for referring your 5th sale. Mary's off your roster, which means if Mary ever refers anybody on that product level, you don't get paid on that. Joe does. So now if Mary goes over here and refers 2 people, Bob and Nancy, those are her 2 training sales, right? Because she gets activated when she bought, certified with her first 2 training sales. She makes $2,000 on each one of these. And then Joe also makes $2,000 on each of these. Pretty cool. So right there, Joe referred you, and when you referred Mary as your 5th sale, it rolled up to Joe. So what happens is, as a mentor, you're building an organization. You are receiving pass-ups from everybody's first 2 sales, direct to you, everybody's first 2 sales, and every 5th sale after that. All the pass-ups that you receive, you're also receiving their first 2 sales, and every 5th sale after that. All of those pass-ups you receive, you're also receiving their first 2 sales, and every 5th sale after that. This can go on to infinite levels. This can go on as far as they go. This can go on literally, you know. So this can go on as far as you want, okay? So let me tell you another problem with the network marketing industry. In the network marketing industry, the person that you joined with made a big difference. When I was at Empower Network, people were like, oh, I'm so glad I joined with Chris Record because he has this team, he has all of this kind of stuff or whatever, right? I'm so glad I joined with him. Well, the problem is when you're in network marketing, what happens when you join under the wrong person who doesn't help you market, right? What if somebody doesn't help you out? What if somebody's not there to be able to mentor you or coach you? That's one of the biggest problems in network marketing. So I looked at this and I said, if we're going to do this, let's do it right. I'm going to invest money, a large amount of money. We are hiring an internal sales training force. Our company will provide you access. We're going for 24/7. Our company will provide you access to trainers. Our company is providing this. Now it doesn't matter who you join or whatever. You just call a phone number, and we have a phone line over here you dial into for training support. You dial into for support on what to do in the field. Our training force. See, this helps us neutralize all of our affiliates. This helps us to be able to go out there and make sure that affiliates are not spamming. Make sure that affiliates are not doing crazy stuff. Make sure that affiliates are not making big income claims, right? Make sure there's nothing shady going on. We are providing corporate training at the top. Now, is that good for you? Yes, here's why. In traditional business opportunities, you are responsible for your team. You build a team and your hair turns gray because it's like herding cats. You know, you don't know what to do with them. Your hair turns gray literally overnight, right? You are responsible for building and growing this organization. Not with us. With us, our company is like what John said, fixing a broken industry. Our company is going to provide more of a regulated training so that you can spend less time training. One of the biggest problems I've seen in the direct sales industry is this. A big leader like myself gets into some company and we are producers. We produce. Then we have a big team. And suddenly we get out of production mode and we get into management mode. Now, instead of being the great big producer we were, now we're managing our team. We're trying to help people out. We're getting on, you know, hey, let me help you, let me help you, let me help you. Now I'm spending all my time managing this team. And then what happens is they look at me and say, well, what's happening to you? You're making less money. You used to make all this big money. Now you're making less. Is the opportunity going away? Is it dying? And I look at them and say, no, I'm spending all my time helping you, trying to help you have success. But they look at me and say, oh, well, you're making less money now, so this thing must not be working, right? And this is what happens in everything. When somebody's a producer, like all of you, spend your time producing. Spend your time actually producing, not managing. Management mode does not make you money. Let my professional sales training force do the managing for you and go out there and produce. Focus on making money. These are called income-producing activities. Managing your team is not an income-producing activity. I want you to get out there and instead of being a manager, I want you to get out there and be a producer and make more money than you've ever made. Let us handle it. If you need advice, like, hey, I don't have a list, an email list. How can I market this? You contact our training department, which the number will be in your back office, and we have people that will help you. We have people that will help guide you. Hey, I'm new to the internet marketing industry. Where do I get started? Or, hey, I know a bunch of people that are real estate agents. I'm going to speak at a real estate training on Thursday. Can you help me come up with ideas? Let our professional in-house salaried sales training team help you. Let our professionals who are on salary help give you ideas about what to do there. You don't have to worry about, your mentor going into the witness protection program. You guys ever heard that? Like you joined a network marketing company and your mentor went into the witness protection program. You don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. You don't have to worry about that at all. We've got you covered. We've got you absolutely covered. So what I want to do is I want to wrap this up right now. The live stream is ending in 1 minute. And actually, I might start back up the live stream and give you a tour. So if you guys are watching live on Facebook right now, it's about to end in about 30 seconds. I'm going to start up another one in about a minute. So go to facebook.com/ChrisRecord. I'm going to start up another one in a minute. I'm going to finish this. The live stream is going to end, and I'm going to hang with the GoToWebinar and do this. And when I start the new one, I'll do this Big Reveal 1 and Big Reveal 2 for you guys on Facebook live stream, and then I'll give you guys a tour. Okay? So what I want you guys to do is, if you're on live stream, get ready. I'm going to start this back up, and I'm going to talk with GoToWebinar a minute. We're going to go through the Big Reveal 1 and Big Reveal 2 on the new live stream. Okay? So the new live stream is going to be called Big Reveal on it. Okay? It's going to be called Big Reveal. Okay, it's going to end in 5, 4, 3. Guys, give me a like. Give me a like before it ends. I'll see you on the next live stream. Okay, guys, GoToWebinar now only. The other live stream is ending right now. It's on finishing mode. I see it's